And welcome to Season 1, Week 2 action. This is Game 3 of DudeFromBrzl and Celo versus Mord and Satchmo. Now, if you've followed along so far, then you've seen some very fast and furious play. We are in Game 3, so this is the game that will decide it. You see some good sportsmanship there from Mord, reciprocated from DudeFromBrzl, and we will have to see how this game plays out. This map selected by DudeFromBrzl and Celo, choosing Scorched Haven, an interesting choice for Zerg. Typically, this map is not necessarily the most Zerg-friendly map in the world, considering its very large main bases, easy for drops, and of course the golds in the center here very susceptible to any kind of Colossi fire. Lots of expansions though, and lots of open room for attack, so not completely anti-Zerg. But considering that we have 4 Zergs here, all competing, this is definitely going to be, I'm guessing it will be just like the first 2 matches, extremely fast and furious, and testing my skills to keep up with all the action. We see a scout coming in from DudeFromBrzl. We do see overlords once again everywhere, as has been the case in every match so far between these 2 teams. And we see Satchmo going, looks like just droning up so far. No early pools detected outside of the Mord and Satchmo bases. We do see a pool going down here for... oh, there we go. We got 3 pools going down. Looks like everyone's pulling at the same time again. And we see gas all coming in at the same time. And looks like pretty evenly distributed there on the pools. Looks like definitely Celo will get that pool first, as well as those workers out. And let's go ahead and take a look at the income tab. Fairly even across the board. We do see Mord macroing up a bit more than there. Interesting story about Mord. So far in every competition we've seen him take place in here at the VGL, he has been a harassment player, especially with his traditional teammate Zolas. However, in this season so far, he's been a little bit more of a macro player, which really makes you wonder, is he a macro player at heart? And did he become the Mord harassment machine as he used to be known as? Solely because it was a better playstyle to match with Zolas. We'll have to see if we can ask him that one day, or if we can ever see him and Zolas play in one of these seasons and get an answer out of him, because it's very interesting to see such a different playstyle from him in this season as we're traditionally used to seeing. We do see DudeFromBrzl hanging out with a drone, and he will pay for it with his life, as that drone is completely gutted by those Zerglings. Early expansion going down for Mord, mirrored by DudeFromBrzl. Take a look at production. We do see Speedlings coming down for Celo and Satchmo. Looks like a split plan so far. Celo and Satchmo have gone for more of a 1-base micro build, while DudeFromBrzl and Mord have gone for a little bit of the macro style here. We do see... looks like Celo's Overlord is going to come over here and greet. No Queen underway for Mord, so he will not have any anti-air anytime soon. We do see a Queen out for Satchmo. Celo poking in and poking right out. Doesn't want to hang out too long. You never know when that Queen's going to pop out and just start hitting your Overlord. Early supply loss is always a problem for Zerg, especially when we have to use our supply units as scouting mechanisms. See some Zerglings coming out. Let's take a look at the unit tab. See 8 Zerglings out for Celo. Nothing so far from DudeFromBrzl outside of 6 Zerglings. Larva count fairly even across the board. We do see Satchmo with quite a few Zerglings here at 12. Have to take a look and see. Yeah, we do have speed underway for pretty much everybody, except for Mord, who looks like he's going for a Roach Warren. So that is very typical Mord play. It looks like he will actually get to play his game for the first time in this entire series. He did get to play a little bit of his game, albeit defensively, in the second matchup. We do see Zerglings now out on the field, and a little conversation going on here in the center where DudeFromBrzl once again bullies his point of view. We do see lots and lots of lings here from Satchmo, some slow backup from Mord, and he will go ahead and chase DudeFromBrzl and get him out of there. We do see lots and lots of Zerglings at this point. Take a look at the unit tab. We see Zergling counts hitting the 20s, and some Banelings as well. And we do see now a little bit of a skirmish taking place here as Satchmo trying to skirt around. He's heavily outnumbered though. He needs to use that ramp to see if maybe he can get a little one-on-ones going on. He looks like he's going to try to cause some problems here, but it's just not going to be enough. Those Zerglings are not going to attack any passive targets like drones when they have a spine crawler hitting them. And oh, they run right into the Banelings, and Oh, that is going to be the end of that harassment attack, and unfortunately, all of those units going to complete waste from Satchmo. Just not enough there to make any kind of headway. We do see a Zergling counter coming in here. This could be very bad. There is not enough to really defend. We do have 2 spines underway, but they are out of position to be able to block this ramp completely. And these Zerglings are easily going to block this. Oh, this is not good at all. Satchmo's attack has inadvertently prompted a complete counter-attack from Dude from Brazil, who once again went Zerglings, and Mord's roaches are very, very slow to respond here, as he needs to try and save all these workers. He needs to get them to work on this natural, while the roaches try to bar in all these Zerglings here. It's not looking good at all. Banelings rolling in everywhere, taking out a good portion. Celo completely hitting these workers here, and these Zerglings are going to take down the rest of these roaches, it looks like. Looks like he may survive with 3 roaches. Nope, we have more Zerglings rolling in now, and this is not looking good at all. Satchmo coming in to barely save the day. Some heavy, heavy damage done. Mord set back dramatically here. We see Mord down to only 8 workers. That is absolutely heartbreaking. We have another sea of Zerglings rolling in now. This is just not looking good at all. Take a look at production. You'll see that we have more spines coming down from Dude from Brazil, fearing any kind of counterattack. Banelings coming from Celo, which are definitely going to help out with Satchmo's Lings. But this is not looking good at all. Unfortunately, the roaches are too resource intensive for the hurt economy that Mord has to try and bounce back. And we now see Dude from Brazil going to task on Satchmo, and he is going to try as much as he can to hurt Satchmo, taking advantage of the fact that he is right now trying to defend both Mord and himself. These drones will barely defend. You see that just dropping him down to only 9 workers. More Zerglings from Celo rolling in here, and this is definitely not looking good at all. We do have 4 Banelings as well rolling in. If they can try to bling into Mord's base, it looks like no, they will instead go into Satchmo here, who at this point has lost all of his workers. And this is not looking good at all. 2 workers remain. Satchmo was able to barely fight those off, and all those Banelings take out everything. 1 Baneling going for the workers. Excellent play from Celo, as he has completely crippled Satchmo, and this is not looking good at all. 1 Queen is the only unit he has left. A single spine defending Mord's expansion. See Dude from Brazil rolling in here, and we do see Mord trying his best he can to distract them, but at this point the economy alone from Dude from Brazil and Larva count is just going to make that impossible. There are just way too many Zerglings on this map, and we see Celo and Dude from Brazil sending Satchmo home, they will now turn their focus to this very vacant expansion and eventually go for Mord. Mord desperately trying to get as many Zerglings as possible. With Banelings on the map, it's going to make it impossible. Mord with the GG, and the win will go to Dude from Brazil and Celo, who, albeit even though there was a little bit of split macro on both sides, they were able to play their game. They were able to get that early Ling harass in there, and in just over 10 minutes, they were able to make Mord pay for an early expansion and for going roaches, and take advantage of the fact that just macroing roaches is just so difficult against 2 Zergs going Lings, and of course Scorched Haven making it very difficult to defend 2 bases with the huge distance between the 2 mains. Just a heartbreaking defeat for Mord and Satchmo, as I know they felt very empowered after that second game, but a good showing from Dude from Brazil and Celo, especially with Celo's Banelings towards the end there, really helping to clear out the rest of Satchmo's Zerglings, giving them a clear road for the win. So congratulations to the winner, and we'll have to see how the rest of the season plays out for both of these teams.